Hi guys! In today's video I'm going to be recreating the actually two characters, Toofs and also Scrubs. So I do have the green version of Toofs, but I don't have the green Scrubs, so I decided I'm going to do the blue and white versions. So for this one I'm going to be using some white. So I rolled out enough to make the bottle, or the tube of toothpaste, and then we have two little pieces here for the hands. We also have two white pieces here for the feet, a little tiny blue piece here for the toothbrush. He's holding a little tiny toothbrush here at the side, which is white, but I'm going to make mine blue. And then also we're going to be using some blue. This will be for the lid. And then also I'll be using this, it'll flatten it out to make the little pieces here. And also, oh, this piece too, there's a little green mint leaf on here, so I'm going to be using some of this wasabi green for that. Now to make the little Toofs character, I'm going to be using the same color blue. So it's like this is sort of a sparkly blue. And then also yellow for the feet, so I have two little balls of yellow here for the feet, and a little white block for the bristles, and then a little piece of blue here because he's holding a little cup. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that there. It's pretty tiny, so, and I think this is the smallest one that I have so far, this little guy, and he's got a little bit of sort of a turquoise blue for the toothpaste. So let's go ahead and make our little Shopkins of today. So I'm going to roll this out into a shape that's going to be, again, sort of narrow at the top, flatter on the bottom. And this one actually kind of bends back a little bit, so just going to kind of make it like so and flatten the top because that's where our little lid is going to go. So I'm going to squish the feet together. Now these were just ones that I decided to make. They weren't requested by anyone in particular, so, and then the ones up here as well. So today was a very productive day. So there's our little body so far. And then I think what I'll do next is flatten out the blue. And I'm going to take my little razor tool here to make the little shapes. So we have straight across, and then it's going to be pointed. So we have something like that. Now that might be too big, so what I might do is just trim it up a little bit. And we're just going to lay that right across and just kind of flatten it down. So you can see it's not very thick. You just need a very thin piece. You can even just paint it on afterwards after you've baked it. That's fine too. So again, I'm going to use the same blue. You don't need very much because you're going to flatten it out with your fingers or roll it out with any kind of tool you find helpful. And for this one, it's going to be cut on the top. And just kind of fiddle with it, kind of smushed it a little bit, but that's okay, because you can fix it. So you have a little shape like that. And we'll just pop that right underneath. So you want to make sure you leave enough space for the face down here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just flatten out a little piece of green and cut a little leaf shape. And you don't need to make it very big because it's got to fit inside of this little part here. So you have like a basic leaf shape. All I'm going to do is take my little wooden tool and then just put the little indents of the leaf. So it's super tiny. You can see the little leaf shape there. And it's going to lay that right across. And I'm going to use a little bit of the hands because you can see his hands are super tiny in this one, so you have to make a little just a little swoosh of toothpaste there. So I'm just going to kind of roll it into like a little log shape. And then just push it on there like so. And to make the little toothbrush, I'm just going to kind of roll it out and then make the top bigger like so. And then just make the little bristles. So that'll be the little toothbrush that he's holding. So I'm going to pop on one of the arms. And then we'll pop this on here. And then I think what I might do, if you have like a sharper tool like this, you can make the bristles stand out a little bit better. Okay, so he's holding the little toothbrush there. And the mouth, it looks like a little happy mouth there. And we'll make tiny little nose and pop that on there too. And then I think the last thing, all we need to do, oh, we have to put the cap on and then also the other arm. So there's that. And the top, I'm just going to make a little hole and then just pop the blue one right on top. So there we have our little scrubs. So I'm going to set him aside there, and then we can start working on our Toofs. So we won't need any green. Get rid of that. And I think the easiest thing to do for this one is to kind of flatten out the blue a little bit. Don't want to make it too thin. And then I'm just going to kind of do it this way. Push into the clay to kind of help make the little shape, and then just cut around that. Now the problem with that though, see how thin it is? So I'm going to try and make it a little bit thicker. So it's all sometimes just kind of trial and error. So let's see if I can kind of thicken it up a little bit. Actually, I think that might work. That's sort of the shape we're going for. So you can either sculpt it by hand, or like I said, you can roll out a thick piece of clay and then just kind of lay this on top and trace it. So I'm going to leave that just like so. And for the white, I'm just going to take a little tiny chunk of white, like so. And then to make the little bristles, I'm just going to use my little razor tool and just evenly put them on here. I'll show you once I get it all done. See, then you can see like the little bristles on the side. And the light might be too bright, but so we're going to put our two little yellow feet together here. And pop that on. And then we have a little tiny cup that he's holding. And I'm going to try and flatten out some of this here. Pinch the top. I just realized I didn't have enough blue for the arms, so I'm just going to kind of pinch it and two little hands here. So we have one there. And then one is going to be holding a little tiny cup. So to make that, I'm just going to make like a little cone shape. And then just make the little top. And just pop that right on there. So we have our little Toofs character, and I'm just going to pinch that a little bit more. So just got some turquoise blue, the same color that I used for the cup, and actually let me just turn this back around. I just realized I put this on backwards. Oops. So actually the cup is facing this way. Let's see if I can, there we go. I keep wanting to make this the front, but it's not. This is actually the front, which is the back of the toothbrush. It's very confusing. So there's our little Toofs character. And then the back, I'm just going to take a little piece of blue and just put that right on there so it looks like a little piece of toothpaste. So this will be the front. So I'm just going to set that up there. I think we have everything. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and preheat my toaster oven. And I'm going to bake these little guys at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Alright, so I have gone ahead and baked our little characters here. And all we need to do now is paint the little faces on. So, Toofs has the little round eyes. And then this one just has the little grooves on the bottom. And a little pink mouth. And I never noticed, but this one has, it's so cute, and two little white teeth there sticking out. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So I'm going to take my black paint, and just one of my little paintbrushes here, and I'll make the little shape on here. And one of these days I'm gonna have to get to Michael's and buy some little paint markers and see if that'll actually kind of work a little bit easier. So there's the eyes for that one, and then this one is just the two little circles. There we go. So once that dries, I'll go in again with the white and then just touch up any little bits. If I know like white clay is really hard, or I find it really hard to keep clean, so I usually try to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to clean it off before I bake it, but you can certainly just paint it once it's baked and touch it up a little bit. Alright, so I've gone ahead and finished the little details on our scrubs and our Toofs, and I think it turned out pretty cute. And a little toothpaste on the back there, my dirty hands. So I tried to make the two little teeth in there, but it's kind of hard to see. But I do like how it turned out, so once it's all dried, I'll probably just go ahead and glaze it, and then we'll be finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and stay tuned, I have a lot more coming up, so we'll see you soon. Bye!